Welcome to my podcast, fellow Substackers. Today's podcast is about ICE. ICE has not caved in. They seem to be satisfied with 4,000 undocumented immigrants detained without judicial recourse. However, it's not over. Social media covered events witnessing the cold-blooded murders of two innocent civilians. These events shocked most Americans who had a strict judicial process for arrests. Anyone arrested was usually given the right to call an attorney in plain sight. In plain sight, ICE has become a marauding group of poorly trained law enforcers. Anyone opposing them or protesting them were treated harshly. Citizens were detained without explanation. Dark-skinned individuals were targeted and detained. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement has faced widespread criticism for acting badly, described by critics as excessive force, lack of oversight, and inhumane conditions due to a rapid expansion of authority, political pressure to increase arrests, and dismantling of accountability mechanisms, especially highlighted in 2025 through 2026. Furthermore, a group of right-wing citizens who feel threatened economically for jobs and increased social services support these actions. Key factors contributing to these reports include rushed expansion and training. Following 2025, the agency significantly increased its force, leading to the rapid hiring and deployment of agents without sufficient training, increasing the risk of misconduct. Political direction: the administration has encouraged aggressive reinforcement, including using racial profiling and conducting operations in sensitive locations like schools and hospitals. Weakened oversight: internal watchdogs for civil rights have been dismantled, and congressional inspections of detention. Facilities have been restricted, creating a culture where agents feel unprotected by federal immunity. Use of excessive force: reports indicate agents sometimes operate without identification, use unnecessary force, and have provided false accounts, i.e. lied, of confrontations, as seen in cases involving fatal shootings in Minneapolis documented by social media. Detainees have reported inhumane conditions, including lack of medical care, spoiled food, and abuse, with the agency prioritizing detention over more compassionate, cheaper alternatives. Cultural shifts: critics argue that principles like de-escalation have been abandoned in favor of a cruelty strategy designed to make people feel unsafe and encourage self-deportation. Is this the future? Will ICE be exported to other cities with large numbers of undocumented immigrants? As of 2025, the New York, New Jersey city area and Los Angeles, Long Beach metropolitan area continue to host the largest populations of undocumented immigrants in the United States. Research indicates that roughly 60% of the nation's unauthorized immigrant population is concentrated in just 20 major metropolitan areas. The following cities, metro areas, have the highest estimated undocumented immigrant populations based on recent analysis. The Pew Research Center and Insider Monkey report these top metro areas by undocumented population. New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, 1.1 million. Long Beach, Los Angeles, Anaheim, 925,000 to a million. Sugar Land, Texas, 500,000 to 575,000. Arlington, Texas, 475,000. West Palm Beach, Florida, 450,000. Alexandria, D.C., Virginia, Maryland, and West Virginia, 425,000. In addition, Chicago, Elgin, Illinois, Atlanta, and Sandy Springs have high populations. Roswell, Georgia, 211,000. Hayward, California, 240,000. Ontario, California, 250,000. Nearly half of the nation's undocumented population resides in just 3 states: California, Texas, Florida. Urban clustering often occurs in urban areas. Growth areas: white populations in New York and Los Angeles have seen declines in recent years. So we're in a bad state here. The crisis is now, and this cannot be allowed to continue. Congress is talking about defunding ICE and passing laws banning masking and enforcing judicial process. It doesn't look good, but there's always hope. So have a good weekend.